The trap that looks like responsibility. The fastest way to get stuck is to become too good at surviving. You wake up, you do what needs to be done. You answer the messages. You handle the bills. You meet the deadlines. You avoid the arguments. You stay calm because people are counting on you. You do not fall apart. You do not make risky moves. You keep life under control. And because nothing is burning, you tell yourself you are doing fine. But this is where the trap begins. Survival mode does not always look like panic. Sometimes survival mode looks like maturity. It looks like being dependable. It looks like choosing the safer job, the safer routine, the safer conversation, the safer version of yourself. You say no to the uncertain thing because it feels irresponsible. You say yes to the familiar thing because it feels safe. And slowly, your life becomes a pattern of choices that protect you from danger, but also protect you from change. You keep saying, I just need to get through this phase. But the phase becomes your personality. 1 year passes, then 3, then 5. Your life is not destroyed. That is what makes it hard to question. It is stable, but it is stable in the same place. The trap was not that you failed to survive. The trap was that survival became the whole plan. Because most people were never taught the difference between staying safe and actually moving forward, the rule book that keeps you small. Most people are not stuck because they're lazy. They are stuck because they are obeying rules that only teach them how not to lose. Be careful. Be realistic. Do not expect too much. Take the safe path. Avoid mistakes. Keep people comfortable. Wait until the timing is perfect. Do not ask for more until you have earned it beyond question. These rules sound smart when life is unstable. They help you avoid damage. They help you stay accepted. They help you keep your place when one wrong move feels too expensive. So you trust them. You repeat them. You build your whole life around them. But here is the part nobody explains. The rules that protect you during survival are not the same rules that move you forward. Survival rewards silence. Progress often needs visibility. Survival rewards predictability. Progress needs leverage. Survival rewards avoiding failure. Progress needs experiments that may not work. So you keep doing what once made you safe. You stay reliable. You stay quiet. You do not disturb anything. You keep proving you can handle less, ask for less, need less, and still function. And life responds by giving you exactly that. Less risk, less attention, less opportunity, less movement. You think you are being patient. But sometimes patience is just fear wearing respectable clothes. Once you understand the rule book, the pattern becomes obvious. Survival does not build a future. It builds a loop. Why survival stops turning into progress. Survival mode turns life into a loop because its main goal is not growth. Its main goal is control. Control the bills. Control the emotions. Control the expectations. Control how much you risk. Control how much people can criticize. Control how far you step outside what feels familiar. At first, this looks like wisdom. You stop making careless decisions. You become more disciplined. You focus on what is necessary. You stop wasting energy on things that do not help you get through the day. But slowly, necessary becomes a ceiling. You stop building anything that does not solve an immediate problem. You stop learning anything that does not give quick relief. You stop entering rooms where you might feel new, awkward, or behind. You avoid conversations that could change your life because they might also make you uncomfortable. This is how survival mode steals the future quietly. It teaches you to treat every uncertain door like a threat. So you keep the safer job, the safer routine, the safer identity. You stay around people who understand the old version of you. You delay every move that would require a new version of you to appear. And because nothing dramatic happens, you do not notice the loss. Your life does not crash. It just narrows. But the hidden rule is simple. A life built only around reducing pain will eventually reduce possibility too. The danger is not just that life becomes smaller. The danger is that you start calling that smaller life peace. The quiet cost of staying functional. You can function inside survival mode for years. You can answer messages, show up on time, smile when needed, keep promises, handle responsibilities, look normal from the outside. People may even call you strong. But inside, something starts shrinking. You stop expecting surprise. You stop imagining a different life. You stop feeling excited by the future because the future starts looking like a cleaner version of the same routine. This is where survival becomes emotional conditioning. You do not dream less because you are weak. You dream less because your mind learned that wanting more creates pressure. Hoping creates disappointment. Trying creates risk. Being visible creates judgment. So you lower the emotional volume of your life. You tell yourself you are being mature. You tell yourself this is just how adulthood works. You tell yourself other people have it worse. And maybe they do, but comparison is not proof that you are free. A smaller life can still look responsible from a distance. It can still pay bills. It can still keep people comfortable. It can still avoid drama. Sometimes a cage is not built from disaster. Sometimes a cage is built from small compromises that made sense at the time. And after enough time, the person does not feel trapped. They feel tired. The answer is not to become reckless. The answer is to stop confusing the ability to endure with the ability to grow. The moment survival stops looking like success. The way out of survival mode begins when you stop worshiping the rewards that kept you stuck. Being dependable is useful, but if your whole identity becomes being the person who can handle anything, life will keep handing you things to handle. Being safe is useful, but if every decision is built around avoiding discomfort, you'll also avoid the moments that change you. Being patient is useful, but if patience becomes a way to delay every hard move, years will disappear while you wait for a perfect moment that never comes. The real shift is not motivational. It is strategic. You begin to ask different questions. Not just, can I survive this? But is this building anything? Not just, is this safe? But is this keeping me small? Not just, can I handle more? But why is my life only rewarding me with more to handle? That is when the old rulebook starts losing power. Because once you understand survival mode, you stop mistaking endurance for direction. You stop calling repetition discipline. You stop treating emotional numbness as peace. Once you see the real rulebook, the old rewards stop looking like progress. They start looking like instructions for staying exactly where you are. The trap was not that you did nothing. The trap was that you kept doing what only helped you survive.